your shirt off. Take your shirt off. Plenty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the world's most reckless football show, the Shirtless Plantain Show. So, we're back, like Neymar's stepdad, after he was finished with the gardener, the chef, and the dog walker. And in other news, Tottenham decided to do a U-turn. Let's get straight to the content. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been doing the classic series and we have 3 more games for you. Today I have with me Coach, and I also have another one of my good friends with us. So we're gonna go straight into the content. We're gonna with the 05 Clasico, where Madrid basically realized that Ronaldinho is that guy and they gave him a standing ovation. So without further ado, Coach, take it away. Tell us what you think about this classic game.
Well, first of all, I don't understand why Sergio Ramos should come under any sort of criticism, because in his career I've seen him act a fool against 3 separate players, and they are Messi, Thierry Henry and Ronaldinho. Now, to me, that list sounds like an all-time great list. So it's not really his fault that at the age of, 18, 19, he's getting ripped by a player at the peak of his powers. However, it was hilarious to watch, because at one point, I'm pretty sure he was close to tears, and Ronaldinho has the permanent smile on his face. So it literally just looked like a meme, you know, just like a Yao Ming meme, where he's just constantly laughing. Yeah, exactly that. But having said that, again, looking at the players, I mean, Robinho started that game, remember him? Beckham obviously started in centre midfield, which a lot of people won't remember, but that is where, to me, he looked at probably his most cultured. And then you look at the Barca team, it's a 4-3-3 that they've played for the last 20 years. Marquez, Xavi and Deco. It was a mismatch.
Don't forget they had the Go African and Samuel Eto'o too, who scored the first goal. So.
Oh yeah, getting a goal in the first 15 minutes at the Bernabeu in that period basically means if you're Barcelona, you're going to run them over, and that's what happened. Like, it was very, very brutal. Every single touch Ronaldinho took, I think that day, it was like he was touching Bergkamp's hem. Like, every single touch he took, it was that good. So,
I mean, in my lifetime, and you guys know I'm very, very old. But in my lifetime, that was the first time I ever saw fans of a rival team get up in the stadium and clap for a star of the other team. Like, I'd never seen that before in my life. I think we've seen it one other time since with Messi, perhaps. I forget where. But
it was at the Bernabeu.
Here's the best part about that match for me. That day was the last time I got in a fight. Because I was watching it in Lagos with a bunch of niggas, and we got into an argument about one. I wasn't even in the argument. These niggas started arguing about who's better, Kaká or Ronaldinho. The Kaká guy, he had a bit of a stutter. So when he was talking, this nigga was spitting all over me. And I'm like, God damn, nigga, stop spitting on me. And he thought that I said Ronaldinho was better than Kaká. And he squares up, and I'm like, the fuck you gonna do, nigga? You gonna punch me? Do you know this nigga punched me? This nigga punched me dead in the face. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, you know, niggas grabbed weapons and shit. Was crazy. They separated us. I remembered I had shit to lose in my life, so I left. And in short, Ronaldinho is awesome.
Yeah, so speaking of fighting, the second game is actually United Arsenal 2003-2004 season. While this game ended 0-0, long story short, there's a lot of violence in this game, as most RC United games were. One of the most violent things that happened in this game was Cristiano. It was his first year in the Premier League. He decided to make Ashley Cole sit down, like literally did a move, and then Ashley Cole literally sat down on his ass. And that's really like my biggest takeaway from this game. My 2 Arsenal friends, what do you guys take away from this violent-ass game?
Well, you know, they do say no good deed goes unpunished, and what happened in Euro 2004 afterwards, I believe Ashley Cole just clamped him. Like, he didn't give any sort of space to Ronaldo after that. Like, he was like, yep, that happened once, never again, and he just clamped him in when they met at Euro 2004.
I think I had a different mentality switch and a lot of ribbing. After he made me do the splits, he done a step over, made me do the splits, and I had, you know, messages and phone calls.
But from that game, what I will say is that was probably the beginning of United's mini crisis, where Arsenal won the league and then Chelsea won it 2 years after, and United looked a bit a bit funny for them for that period. But I think that season was the beginning of it for them. Despite them having so many good players, that season pretty much summed up where United were going to be for the next few years. The game itself, though, I just remember it being on a Sunday, and I think pretty much for the whole game, I was so nervous because I literally thought at the time, if we don't lose that game, we will win the league. Even then, I thought, Arsenal don't lose this game, we're going to win the league. That was it. And the fact we didn't lose it, it just meant so. It felt like a win. It meant so much to me. So I could fully understand why Lauren grabbed Phil Neville by the throat. I can fully understand why Keown absolutely battered Van Nistelrooy. So yeah, that was the title decider, and we were like 3 or 4 games into the season. So yeah.
You know what? Call me an animal, but I don't think anything that ever happened during that rivalry period between Arsenal and Manchester United was wrong. No one did anything wrong. When we went there and they kicked the shit out of Jose Antonio Reyes, bless his soul, rest in peace. That wasn't wrong. They got away with it. When Rooney dived to end our streak, that wasn't wrong. They got away with it. So nothing that happened during the Battle of Old Trafford was wrong. If anything, I feel like Keown should have snuck an elbow in there when he was yelling at Van Nistelrooy, because that dude is a cheating ass bitch. Like, anyone that is shitty enough to make Arsene Wenger get angry is a terrible person. Like, do you know what it takes to make Arsene Wenger get angry?
Jose Mourinho.
Well, yeah, a terrible fucking person. Like I said, point proven. Fuck you guys. Moving on.
Listen, so we could do some where are they nows quickly. Where are they now? Phil Neville is wearing a waistcoat and losing every single game as English manager. Ashley Cole is probably somewhere cheating on his wife. Probably, I don't know. And Lauren, I think Lauren is doing a dance number somewhere in Cameroon. So that's really where they are now.
In Seville.
Oh, sorry. And the last game that we have to talk about. Here at the Shirtless Plantain Show, we believe in African solidarity. We believe in Black unity. We believe in, one Africa. We really believe in advancing everything about Black people, whether you're in the diaspora, whether you're back home, except for fucking Ghana. 2010 World Cup was delicious. I ate so much fucking banku that night, I almost became Ghanaian my damn self. I was so happy. Shout out Uruguay. I'm from Montevideo now, nigga. What's up? That game made me so happy Ghana lost.
First and foremost, can we just please pay a moment of respect for our leader of the free world, Luis Suarez. Without him, we wouldn't be where we are today. We recognize his sacrifice. We pay homage to it. And I too bite people from time to time in honor of him. I do.
I mean, I just remember thinking that, even in the one time Ghana could do something better than Nigeria, they fucked it up so bad down the line that no one remembers that they did something better than Nigeria. Ghana has gone further in the World Cup than Nigeria. This is a fact that no one gives a fuck about because Luis Suarez decided to put his dick in all your holes on national TV. It was horrible. It was hilarious.
Our 2018 kits have done more for the culture than them getting to the quarterfinals. I mean, what else is there to say?
Shit, man. The only African team that has been to the World Cup quarterfinals is Senegal.
And Cameroon in 90, but who cares about Cameroon?
Oh, yeah, but, we can't count that because, you know what? We should do an episode about Cameroon in 1990. Let's do that later. They deserve some words, let's...
Yeah, all right, cool. So with that said, this is the classic games. If you guys haven't seen any of these games or want a refresher, go watch them. And if you're Ghanaian and you're mad at me, guess what? You're too short to talk to me anyway, so we're out. Peace.
Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off.